What's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekend forecast for the Northeast Florida surf fishing community, and it's not looking like a very good forecast. We're down here by the Jax Pier. It's easily northeast 25 with higher gusts. Water is still beautiful. However, unless you got about a 15-ounce Sputnik, you probably aren't going to be able to hold today. Saturday, the winds are supposed to be northwest 15 to 25 with higher gusts, and then on Sunday it's actually going to start to come down 5 to 15 with higher gusts. But I think it's still going to be a little too rough on Sunday. Really stinks because the last 3 days the whiting bite has been pretty good. A lot of big whiting, especially on that incoming tide. Hey, Buckness. We've had to, if you follow us on our Facebook, yeah, I know this is not looking good. The last 3 days, had to change my rigs up a few different times. On Wednesday, the whiting were hitting the double hook rigs with the salmon beads and orange floats. Then Thursday, they just wanted the orange floats. So then I go back yesterday, wasn't getting a hit on the double rigs. It didn't matter which color beads. Keep in mind it was west wind on Thursday. See, I already got my days confused. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I fished in the afternoon. But Thursday, water was real calm, very clean. So I ended up using about a 2-foot leader on a Carolina rig with just a hook, nothing added to it, and started getting fish immediately. A lot of big fish, had several that were hovering between the 14 and 16 inch range. But that was that. We'll see what this weather brings. No big croakers lately, and yes, Mitch, the little bluefish can be quite annoying because they'll hit it as soon as it hits the bottom. As soon as it hits the bottom. Now y'all can, I'm not the shadow man today, I'm the cold man. I just got done working, and I'm glad my job's not out there on the pier right now because I know they're freezing. Working with concrete and steel in this kind of wind can't be too much fun. And behind me you can see they're going to be putting in a parking garage close to the pier. But water temperatures right now, guys, Flagler I saw was around 66. It was still 63 here in Jax Beach, but that's probably about to change. In Fernandina was 61. If you see the weather forecast, you better go right now then, Mitch, because it's coming. It's definitely cranking up this way. Some rain on the way as well. And then you look at next week, I think I saw 3 straight days with possible highs at like 51. In fact, tomorrow here in Jacksonville, Northeast Florida, I know, Noah, I feel you with that. That's a fact. You saw tomorrow, they're calling like high of 47 with rain and wind. So it's not going to be fun. There's our pier. But that's the forecast. The whiting are there. We'll see what happens after this water temperature. It's probably going to drop a couple degrees in the next few days. Sometimes after that happens, it'll take a few days for the fish to start biting again, but they should be there. You know, I use the Diet Pepsi shrimp this time of year, soak them in it, and it really seems to improve the bite. There are days when you don't need it, but I noticed just learning this as a 10-year-old, watching a guy fill his cooler with whiting, and everybody around him on the old pier was wondering what he was doing. So of course I asked. He was soaking his shrimp in Diet Pepsi. I went up to the front, got a can of Diet Pepsi, and guess what? Bam, started catching them too. So I was a believer ever since then. But we only use it, those of us who use it, it's only needed when the water's cooler. You know, those fish, if you ever had an aquarium, when that water temperature gets cold, the fish aren't quite as active. So, I mean, we believe that what it does is entices them to bite it. So maybe one day a scientific study will be done on it, but I'm pretty sure they're not too concerned with doing that. Yeah, water's got to be right. Once it gets hot, there's no need for it because those fish are hungry. If you've been following us since last February, we had some tremendous catches of whiting last February using the Diet Pepsi shrimp. People, me, Matt Torres, and a few other people, we had other fishermen near us, and they were catching 1 or 2 on regular shrimp, and then they started using the Diet Pepsi and started hammering them too. So it can't hurt to try it, guys, if you don't believe it. But that's our report. We'll be back Monday. I won't be out tomorrow, not in that rain and the wind. If anywhere, you probably got to fish somewhere in the river, get out of the wind. You don't want to be in a little kayak tomorrow. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll catch y'all later.